What's up, Brody? Nelson, I hope you're still here. Brody, thank you for being here, man. What I'm going to do today is just really try and compose a piece of music using Reaper and other software that I've acquired over the years of recording in the digital world. And I'm just going to get a little warmed up right now, let my guitar kind of settle in. I got new strings on this bad boy today. Rody, I hope you're doing well. How you feeling? Everything good? And again, I have no idea what's going to come of this with regard to the composition. Scott, what's up, buddy? How are you doing today? How's the weather up on the west side? Hola! Must be sunny. Just to get started, one of the most important things you can do in the recording process is make damn certain your guitar's in tune. That's great to hear. I'm doing great today. I have some really interesting work coming up with some musicians that I've played with many moons ago. And Scott Kidwell knows one of them very well. She happens to be my ex-wife. A little overcast day. Man, we've had a gorgeous day here today. It's been just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, we've got a few clouds going on here, but welcome to Oregon, right? I'm just gonna play a bit, and what I'm doing here, I've already inserted a couple tracks. If you've used Reaper at all, you probably already know how to go about doing this. But I've got a guitar track here, and one mistake that I made already right out of the gate is I forgot to title it. So I'm going to call it Guitar 1. Boom. There it is. And I'll try not to say boom too much in honor of our fearless hippie. And I've got a drum track. So I've got a guitar track here that sounds like this. I've got a little touch of delay on it just to kind of help give it some ambiance, not too much, it's not too loud. My guitar's in perfectly good tune, and my drum track here, I've opened Easy Drummer, and I've inserted a couple of patterns here just to kind of prepare, and I'm just going to kind of play along with this. Now, also, the tempo, when you're composing new music, no preconceived ideas, it's a really good idea to kind of have an idea about a tempo that you might want to record at. So something that I do, Reaper opens up at 120 beats per minute. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust that right now, and I'm going to take that down to 96, just for the sake of argument, so that my song isn't the same tempo as every other creator on YouTube or that uses Reaper. Wally. Yes, dude. You are absolutely right. So I'm just going to play along with this a little bit, you guys, just to get a little warmed up. Hopefully I don't play something too terrible, and maybe to try and come up with a couple of ideas for what we can compose with this. And I am open to suggestions with respect to guitar tone, the drum kit sound, the tempo, the composition of the chords that might go along with this, anything that you guys might want me to do differently. I'm going to remove my headstock cover, and I'm just going to play along with this for a moment. Okay. slow. Let's speed this up. Let's go to 110. So we'll do the old E minor. Let's go Phrygian. Death note. There it was. There was the death note. All right. Getting the fingers a little, knock the ice off the fingers. Yo, Gary Hubbs. Easy Dennis. Nice. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and I'll make little adjustments like that while I'm playing along with something. I want to move this window up here so I can see what I'm up to. I'm gonna minimize that. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Roadie. Okay. All right. I'm checking the chat to try and keep up with any questions or comments about what we're doing. So I don't know if it'd be really wise for me to do this, but I'm going to, just so that you guys have an idea of what's going on here and how I've gotten to where I'm at right now with all these plugins going. So first thing I'm going to do is delete my guitar track. I'm going to remove that track, I think. And I just, there we go. Okay. And I'm going to remove the Easy Drummer track also. So now I'm reduced to just having my voice going here. And I'm going to turn this up just a little bit, just so that you can hear my voice a little more clearly. Let's see. Let's add a track and drums and record my guitar. Okay, so I'm gonna just double click. I'm using Reaper, by the way. I have version 6.38. I haven't updated to 6.41 yet. I'm waiting for everybody else that owns it to update their stuff to make sure that I'm not gonna have the same issues that other people might. So I'm double clicking here. I'm gonna title this track Guitar 1, right? And my track turns green. That's the SW extensions up here. You can go in here and make those changes to have your color turn, your track turn whatever color you want when you label it a certain name. I'm not going to go into those details. Now I've got my guitar into, my guitar is run into channel 1, and I should have a pretty nice clean guitar tone. Right? This is probably a lot of repetition for some of you, but those that maybe don't know this stuff might learn something from this. Now, on my guitar track, and the other thing is that my Reaper project is not going to look the same of yours. I've customized it. It's customizable to the nth degree. I mean, you can do some crazy stuff, but I have it set up for my workflow and how I've been recording. So I'm going to go here to the effects. This is post-processing. So I'm going to record, and these effects are not actually recorded. They come post input. They are not printed onto the track. However, my guitar. Let's use the Archetype Gojira for now. I know a lot of folks own Archetype Nolly. The controls and everything are virtually identical. The factory plugin, and I'm tuned to E standard, so if you're playing along and want to throw some ideas at me while you're playing along, please do, and don't hesitate to talk in technical theoretic terms. You can tell me Dorian or Phrygian, and I'll roll with you on that stuff, because I do have a little knowledge about that. So now I've got an amp set up. It's the factory default. Let's just kind of roll through a few of these. Reset all settings. Bass. That's a pretty nice tone. I like that. I'm liking that. Maybe a little bit too much gain. This has got some overdrive on it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's got this overdrive on it. Turn off the, had some chorus on it. I'm not really a fan of the chorus effect too terribly much. So this it's got a lot of verb. Let's turn the reverb off and just hear the amp all by itself. Okay. That sounds pretty nice. I'm digging that. All right. So we've got like a basic outline for a guitar sound, just to get started with something. So my typical process is to add some drums. And I use Easy Drummer for my drum programming. So I'm going to go ahead and close this Archetype Gojira for the time being. And we'll double click down here again. Let me redo that. I'm gonna right click down here, and I'm gonna insert a virtual instrument on new track. Just kind of show you some real quick ways to do this. And I have all these virtual instruments, some of which I bought, some of them are free. I highly recommend the Surge Synth that I'm showing you right here. It's killer, and it's free. I've used it on a lot of my productions for pads and things like that. But I'm going to insert Easy Drummer from TuneTrack, and it's going to ask me. I'm not going to use the multi-track version of this, so I'm not going to do that. And you'll notice my track turns purple. Okay, and my drums sound pretty glorious. I usually go into my mixer inside of Easy Drummer. We'll do a little bit of this. I don't like to have it panned so wide stereo, so I'll move these in, the panning in a little bit for my toms. I'll pan my overheads in just a bit. The ambient mics, I like to make them nearly mono. You can make them pretty much mono. And let's see, the compression I leave wide open, and the reverb I leave wide. I also usually will make this a multi-channel if I have multi-tracks that it's going into. Currently it's just stereo, so we'll leave it at that. Now let's go to our browser and let's pick a type of music that we'd like to do. What are you feeling? Hard rock? Wally, I generally will add drum fills, but we can experiment with that a little bit. Let's go to action drums. We'll go to a mid-tempo. We're going to keep the time signature in 4/4 unless somebody would rather me play in 9/8 or something. I do have some patterns like that. If you want to mess with me pretty hard today, we can do that. I'm going to go ahead and start with a straight 4/4. Heavy cashmere. Gee, I wonder what this sounds like. Okay, let's go to this cruise mission. You can kind of go through here and sample some of these drum beats. Now I've downloaded a lot and purchased a lot of different drum packages, so I've got a lot of different drum kits and such. 16 spikes. Let's see this. Any of these hitting you between the eyes? Yeah. All right, now Scott. Yeah. Are you digging the? I know there's some delay on this, so I'm gonna try and be patient with making a choice, and unless somebody just goes, yeah, that's the one, Chase and Run. Let's see what Chase and Run does. Not digging that. Capitano Future. Is that what that says? Yeah, I don't have my glasses on. Okay, I'm digging that. What's up, Petriani? What's up, Het? Hey. Oh, it's great to see you here, man. Okay, so I'm digging this Capitano Future kind of groove that's going on with that beat. Let's roll with this to try and keep things flowing here. So what I'm gonna do, okay, Scott, I'm with you on that one. Now, what I want to do is I want to give myself a little bit of a count in. I'm gonna turn my metronome on here just so I can. So it's measure 3. Yeah. So I'm going to start that drum beat right there so that I've got some count in. And I'm also, let me do this. This is another thing that I love to do. I insert a new track, and then I go up here to this insert drop down and hit click source. And what that does is it gives me a click to enter into the song. And I'm going to move my Easy Drummer out of the way. I'm way zoomed in here. So that if I push play right now, I'm going to get a count in, and I don't have to use a metronome, and I can turn the click down. I don't need to be loud, right? That's too quiet. Okay. So that's how I go about like getting a song kind of started. I've got my count in, and I've got a drum beat selected here. And I'm using this Capitano Future. I wish I'd picked one with an easier name. Nice, nice. Han 36, welcome, brother. I'm glad you're all here. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so let's do a drum fill into the second portion of this verse. So let's listen to a couple of fills. We want something fairly brief. There we go. That'll work. And now, again, I have no preconceived idea of what I'm going to do. You're watching me do it, change the tempos. What this drum fill will do is set me up for the very beginning of the song. So I can go back to my verse, and we'll use the verse number 2 beat at this point. So we'll do 2 sections of verse. I'm just outlining a song ultimately to try and get a groove rolling. And you can see how really, truly simple this is to do using Easy Drummer. I'm building the song here. Yes, I could drag these files, these MIDI files over into the track and use them here, but I'm going to build it inside here. It's how I like my workflow. I've found we'll do another drum fill. We'll just grab one and throw it in here in between our verses. And then, so we've got about, I'd say 40 to 50 seconds of music. So adjustments to pull out the best sound. Okay. Boy, that's a pretty heavy statement right there. You know, a lot of the sound, the good sounds that you might be searching for might be in a different microphone that you're using for your vocal, or it might be in a different guitar that you're playing when you record it. Man, there are so many things that go into this. Keep in mind that I have not even touched the drum kit yet. So we're playing with the basic default drum kit that comes that when I open up Easy Drummer, it just uses. And in fact, I'm going to do that right now. Up here in the top right, there's this orange drop down. This is one of my favorite drum kits. It's called the Modern Vintage. It comes with Easy Drummer if you buy it. And mind you, I am not sponsored by any of the companies that I'm working or I'm using today. I'm not that lucky yet. So we've got this intro, a fill into a verse. Then we need to do, let's do a pre-chorus. Let's use this one. We're gonna do, let's do 2 sections of pre-chorus, so it's basically the length of half a verse. Now let's just do one. I'm going to remove that. I'm thinking about song arrangement while I'm sitting here just dragging drum parts in here. Now I'm going to grab a chorus track. Okay. Let's put a chorus section in there, and we'll do, let's just keep it brief and do 1 section of chorus. We'll put a fill in at the end of the chorus. Let's see. I'm just sampling some of these drum fills. I like that one. That's kind of a little bit more complex and maybe a little more syncopated. We'll go back to our verse so that we can do maybe a guitar fill over this section. And again, I have no preconceived idea of what I'm going to do here, so just be patient. We'll get some guitar and some melody going here soon enough. So this is going to be a guitar fill. Let's make this half as long, so I'm going to take that and cut it in half, I think. Yep. Nope. Yep. There's the full length. I got to zoom in just a bit. And we're going to cut this bad boy in half. Boom, boom. And we're going to go back. Let's do a fill. We'll do a real simple fill right here into the next verse. We'll do 2 sections of verse, but I'm going to start this one on the beat 3 and 4. These tend to get a little more active, busy types of drums. When you start using these later numbers, we can listen. Versus number 1. Right, so the song at this point can build in intensity. Let's go ahead and put a drum fill. We'll use fill number 5 right here. And again, I'm not really too concerned about it. It'll help keep me set up for the next section of the song. Let's do fill number. Oh, I love that. Cool. Now let's go to a bridge. Let's listen to some. Valkyro, what's up, brother? All right, so we're going to use this bridge section, which gets a little bit busy. Now, keep in mind, I haven't played anything to any of this composition at all at this point. So we will see. And in fact, maybe just to keep things somewhat brief, we'll end it with that bridge section. Does that sound all right? So here's what I'm going to do. I've got my my guitar track armed to record. My vocal track is armed to record, although I do want to set this to record disable input monitoring only, so that now I won't be recording on that track every time. Let's see. Falcro, brother, how you doing? Say hi to Scott up there on the west side for me. Okay, so I've got a decent guitar sound. I've got drums ready to go. Let's just take this this track. I'm going to select them all, and I'm going to go ahead and drop these into my project just like that. And here now are all my MIDI drums. And if I want to edit them, I can double click on them and go in here and tweak them to my heart's content. I can move the kick drum. I can turn the velocities up. Here are the velocities of this these drum beats. You can see that Easy Drummer does do some velocity variables with respect to hitting stuff hard, so it's not like a machine gun. Now, I go in here, and here's the next step, and this is a really important one using Easy Drummer, and that is to mute the drum tracks that are remaining in Easy Drummer. Otherwise, it will be playing them from the MIDI file and inside of Easy Drummer. So just right-click and go mute. Okay. Also, leaving this window open allows me to follow the drum kit, the drum track visually. Very close to Easy Drummer. Okay. Yeah, the real news are, I have not used MT. I've heard good things about that software. It sounds like it's a pretty useful tool for producing music, and it sounds like it looks a lot and behaves a lot like Easy Drummer. I probably should download that and give it a shot. So let me move forward. I'll just pose the question. What you can do, that's a great question. I have not done that. What you can do though is you go to your, let me see, you can set the Easy Drummer to be either crowd as if you were facing the crowd, or the kit was facing the crowd, or if you're behind the kit from a drummer's perspective, or and I can't remember. I don't do that very often. Let me see. Where is that? Let me see. Give me a second. Seems like, and if you know where it is, go ahead and tell me. General. Is this where it is? E-drums. I can't remember. I don't change that. I usually record drums in the drummer's perspective because dude, Easy Drummer's been used on huge albums. So let's see. I can't remember where the perspective is. Maybe this is where it is. Is it set up? I would love to. I cannot remember. I cannot remember how to change the perspective to a crowd perspective, but it's usually, I mean, it really is just one click away. I cannot remember. Is this it? Audience perspective right here. So in the mixing window, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the audience perspective. That way it's as if you're watching a live show, which you kind of are, I suppose. So here we go. And I have failed to go in and repan my stuff in a little bit. I'm going to narrow up the stereo field just a little. One thing I don't like about Easy Drummer is I can't make this window like huge. Like a lot of VSTs, they don't allow you to stretch the windows, at least not that I'm aware of. I'm going to make these ambient drums a bit more mono. And I'm gonna bring the compression in just a bit, and we'll leave the reverb wide so we get a big, like we're playing in a big room. And let's listen. Bring that click up. All right. So let me ask you this: does anybody have a request for a key? I will play in any key. It does not matter. Wally Groove Cricket, what's up? What is up? Anybody suggest or recommend or want to hear something in a specific key? I'm waiting for E flat to come at me. Let's hear it. Nelson, you made it back, brother. It's good to see you. B flat minor. Perfect. Hello. Hey, Kim. Oh boy, we got B flat minor and C minor. I could use, I'd almost have to transpose in order to do that. So if I used, so if I went to A flat major, I could get, diatonically get B flat minor and C minor into it. I like D minor. Thanks, Scott. G sharp. All right. So the overwhelming, given the diatonic, D minor wouldn't work. Okay. So let's I didn't record that, Scott. I couldn't replay it if I wanted to. That was an E, by the way. That's too simple. I gotta make it a little bit difficult. Okay, I'm gonna go with B flat minor, just for the sake of giving me something a little bit difficult off the beaten path. Nice. Let's go with B flat minor, and maybe we can do a transposition in it to either D minor or C minor. So let me feel this out a little bit. So we're in B flat minor. Ooh, wait, hang on. Forgive me. Let me undo that. Oops, I lost my drums. I'm going to disarm that. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Let's undo that. Okay. Need to get these drums a bit louder. Let me turn my guitar down. You heard me do it. You heard me say it. You're watching me do it. I'm turning my guitar down. Let's undo that. Come up with a riff here. I went someplace wrong there. I went someplace wrong. Okay, digging this. Bridge section. Okay, let's punch in right there. Bring up my Easy Drummer window again so I can keep track. Oh, that was a chorus. Okay, so I'm going to punch in right there. Okay. I am going to punch in right there. And I haven't been watching the Easy Drummer track simply to keep my place. So I'm going to put this right in the middle of my window so that I can see it. So we're going into the pre-chorus at this point, and I'm going to set my record. If you right-click on the record button in Reaper and you go down and select record punch-in, what I've done is selected a time frame up here where I can actually punch in, and I'm just taking a guitar track, so that's like, where do I go? Let's go to C minor. We're going to transpose right there in the pre-chorus. Here we go. Find a better place to go than that. I'll undo that. see. Let's see. That's too obvious. Okay, let's try that. Boy, I need to get my drums louder. I think I undid my volume change. Yeah, I did. Undo that record. There we go. Bring the guitar down. Guitar's too loud. Oh, and let's do this. Let's make my guitar nice and stereo. I'm going to insert a new track. I'm going to put a delay effect on this. Re-delay. Comes stock in Reaper. Where is it? Right there. I'm going to mix it completely wet. I'm going to go delay time. I'm going to set it about 18 milliseconds. That's where I love it. I'm going to pan that over to the right, and I'm going to pan my original guitar track over to the left. And now I'm going to send. Let me show you my mixer. Well, I'm not going to show you my mixer window right at the moment, but I'm going to send my original guitar track over to this duplicate track, and now what you'll hear is a very nice stereo field for my guitar sound. It's a little bit more fun to play like that. So okay, yeah, let's try that. Ooh, that's going some weird places right there. Let me listen to this drum part again. I'm going to undo that. See if I can copy that. Okay, let's do that. Now I gotta find the original riff. What did I do at the very beginning? How are we doing? Man, I had to find something that would fit that drum beat. That's the cool thing about playing with a real drummer, is that sometimes they'll do something like that, and you gotta kind of go with it. And again, I'm just kind of scratch taking this stuff to try and throw an idea down. You know, any input? Anybody want me to do something different? Anything? Any suggestions? Ooh. Go back to the very beginning and listen to this. See what my original riff was. We're going to punch in again right there. I gotta do a fill. I gotta come up with a little riff. A little riff. Let's undo that. We'll undo that. Oops. Cancel. Let's undo that. That was lame. Okay, got a bridge section going here. Okay, so let me think about this. Now I'm just doing eighth note, blah, 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 blah with the guitar, so thank you, Nelson. Let's see if I can. Let's just do something very simple like that at the very end of this. Got one kind of little bridge section here. So this piece of music is only, what, 2 minutes long? Let's delete that. Delete. Play it right. Come on. All right, so we got about 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes of music recorded in the key of B flat, mind you. Right. Write some lyrics, man. This is going down right now. You're seeing it. It ain't going anywhere. Okay. So, how about some synth? Why don't we mess with some synthesizer? I am not the greatest keyboardist in the world. So, I'm going to insert a new virtual instrument on a new track, and I'm going to grab my Surge synth. And we're not going to do multi-tracks, and there's the synth right there. And MIDI sounds terrible right now, but kind of that tone's kind of farty. So let's mess around with finding a synth tone. What do you say? Are you not into synthesizers? Okay. That's the key of B flat right there, or the note B flat. Let's number one, let's take this down an octave. Let's take it down 2 octaves. Here we go. Let's go to category of pads, and we'll just listen. Let's undo this record. Let's play along with it real quick. So we'll see what happens here. Let me stop that. I'm going to put in a Guitar Master bus. We'll call it Guitar Master, and we'll make it an envelope, and we'll call that the last track. And now I'm going to turn the guitars down a bit. Here we go. Let's see how this works. Not really digging that. To get something with a little more. That's actually kind of a cool. Seeing what I'm up to here. You can see what I'm doing, and here's my synths over here. Hopefully you can see that. And I'm not transposing the keyboard. I'm actually playing it in the key that I was asked to play in. Although I could make it in C, you know, if I wanted to. Absolutely. Let's find something. Oh, look at that, Canadians. All right, here we go. Let's use this. I'll try and follow this along as best I can. I can't remember. Right there, we've got a little difference. Trying to remember this whole chord progression that we've come up with. The sloppy joes are in the house. I had a Euro today from Yaya Nicky's. It was awesome. Making me hungry. He was talking about sloppy joes. I read that. I'm like, oh my God. I definitely need to eat something. Let's redo that. No, let's get it back to where I'm gonna punch in here. Right there. Gonna punch in. We'll get this all kind of a scary sounding synth. What does this progression do? Okay. Let's punch in, record mode punch. Let's undo that. Let's reset that back to there. I'm trying to remember the exact chord progression. And, you know, what might have been smart would be to chart it out, sit down and write it down really quickly. But we don't have a whole lot more to go on this. I'm going to close this synth patch. That's sounding all right. Are we doing okay? It's in B flat. So we'll just roll that B flat over that. Here we go. Go down an octave. Made a mistake. Let's just undo this back to here. We'll punch in here. Okay. Somebody tell me what chord I hit right there. What chord did I? Let's see, man. what it is? Maybe. Maybe. Now, I could go in here and just like write these in by punching. Those are totally wrong notes. Let's edit this. Yeah, there it was. I'll just punch it in. We'll just put that note in where it's a little early. There we go. Welcome to the world of MIDI editing, which sometimes we have to fake it because I'm remembering exactly what I played on those guitar parts. So who wants to write a guitar solo for this? Force of the Wolf, what's up? Let me listen. So I used a harmony note on your waves. How far below 0 dB do you like to have the track record at? You know, that's a great question. I try and keep it between -6 and -10. And to be honest, I can't tell you exactly where these tracks are. I know that the only thing really clipping is on my master bus is my vocal and or the drums on this. And clipping, what is that, plus 0.8 dB creates 0 distortion. So I try and keep mine, the rule of thumb in general is that you keep them between -6 and -10 dB. So I'm not, you know, to answer that question, you know, we could solo each track. Here's my, let me show you my, I'm gonna bring up my, my mixing window. So here's my mixer, and you can kind of watch where the tracks are. And I have no speakers on in my studio right now. I think we can push. Oh, here we go. No solos. Come on, Gary. What's up? Okay. So ultimately, we've got a decent mix with some terrible performance going on, but I'm not spending hours, perfecting everything, of course. That would be kind of, I don't know. We're just getting an idea here. So, head, I'll email you an MP3 in moments. Hugh, it's great to see you. Yeah, and what I'm hoping, I'm hoping that we can get together and maybe work on some Reaper type of stuff. But that's what I've been doing all day. Jack, what's up? Not if Hetriani plays a solo on it in the next 15 minutes, because I can have him a copy of this backing track literally in probably two to 3 minutes. And that's what's interesting about this scenario is that, this has gone together very quickly. Been online for a little over an hour. Have 2 minutes worth of music with a drum pattern, synthesizer, written a guitar part, and decided on a key for the song. And you asshole picked B flat. So, having said that, let's go ahead and let's do a mix of this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place a compressor on my master bus. I use Recomp almost exclusively for my compressor, and I'll use the master bus glue. It's a 1.5 to 1 ratio on my master bus. I am gonna put this in front of my Restream plugin so that you will hear how terrible it sounds by putting a compressor on the master bus. Yeah. I mean, that just bring that synth down just a bit. Okay. Didn't that just get awful? I used E flat in this also. Master Buster. Now, let's just make this thing really stupid loud. How about that? Where is the... Let's just go to all plugins and we'll just throw a limiter on it just to be to go par for the course. Where is it? Relimit. This is one of the coolest limiters of all time. It's going to get loud, so be careful, everybody. Be careful. It's going to get loud. Oh, where'd my limiter go? Okay, here we go. Alright, so now my voice just got louder, the mix just got louder, and it's limited. And that's a lot, and I usually wouldn't do this much. I can hear it speaking into my microphone. It's pumping to the point that it's annoying. So we're going to reduce that limiter a little bit. Just to bring the volume up overall. It's a quick way to bring the volume up. So now what we'll do, we'll go up here to File, Render. We're going to render this. I'm going to look for a folder, browse for directory. I'm going to go down to my directory. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to make a new folder. I'm going to call it, what should we call this? B flat. Het's B flat riff. Come on, Jack. You can sing in any key, buddy. Come on, buddy. It actually transposes in one moment. I think it goes to C minor at one moment. It's actually B flat minor. Yeah, that would be a C sharp C sharp major. Yeah, if my all right, all right. Let's call this. We'll just date it. What is the date today? 11. What is today? The 13th. Oh, it's yeah. We'll call this folder 1113. 2021. Sorry that you can hear my fingers typing on the keyboard. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. Never apologize. And we'll call this the song 11/13/2021. And we're going to mix it down to an MP3 at 256 kbps. And I'm going to render it. Okay, while it's rendering, I can't speak. There it is. And let's open up my email. Who wants it? Who's not afraid to put a guitar solo on this? I know Het. I don't know if I've emailed you before, Het. I think I have. Let me see. Oh. No, maybe I haven't. Well, who have I? Let's email it to Metalhead. We'll our creation. I'm gonna mail Metalhead Hippie this track that I just recorded. I think. Come on. Yeah, you guys, you could hear. You guys, Het, I need to find your email address. Let me see if I can do that real quick. I wouldn't know why I wouldn't have it. That's kind of interesting that I wouldn't have it. Because I'm almost certain that I've emailed you before, but it might have, let's see. Let's see how hard it is for me to find it. And there you are. Look at that. I'm already subscribed to your channel. For business, view email address. I'm not a robot. Submit. And there you are. I'm not going to show your email address on screen. We'll go back to my mug. And I'm going to paste it, and let me know if you get this, because I just sent it. There you are. Okay. Anybody else want a copy of this? Falcro, you want a copy? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hugh, dude, I'm sending this to you too. It's not like it's a... Oh, and Gary. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this. All these people I'm finding. Yeah. Where are you? There you are. Hey. Thanks for being... All right. So it's just, it's pretty difficult to record something and just plop it out to a whole bunch of people. Does anybody else want a copy of this? I'm sending you one right now, Hugh. And Hubs, I'm sending you one also. I haven't put any bass on it. Richard, you would like one? Let's see. Oh, man. Let's see. I thought... Well, look at that. Now I'm going to have to find the Falcrow's email address, because apparently, I did not, I haven't sent you an email address or an email before. View email address. I'm not a robot. Submit. Okay. There you are. Really? There you are. I did have you. Okay. Anybody else interested in... I haven't put any bass on it. I just put a synth pad on it, and I could happily remove that. I'll send Jack a copy of it also, just for the posterity's sake. That guy is so killer. All right. Okay, so Falcrow, Hugh, Hetriani, Jack, Richard, Scott. Let me get you one. Okay. I don't know if we've emailed back and forth, but you know, it's not really hard to find somebody's email address. Okay, well, music, I believe. There you are. What the hell? Okay. Scott, I'm sending you one also. About... I'm not a robot. And now I'll have your email address. That's cool. Okay. Oh, come on. Copy. There we go. Paste. All right. There we are. I threw it together, man. Just really thrown together. It's only about 2 minutes and 10 seconds long. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. There's a few of you that are going to get an email in just a couple of minutes. Or in seconds at this point. Now I think probably what would really be appropriate right now, just for me, and I think it might be kind of funny, is to play a guitar solo over this junk, just for the sake of putting my neck out on the line to see how well I can improvise. But you know, it's up to you if you want to if you want to hear this. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let me do this. I'm gonna duplicate my original guitar track, and then I'm gonna delete the files from it. Right. So now my guitar will be going into that, and I'm going to grab a different guitar for this. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do this, because, you know, it's been so long since I've improvised. Oh yeah, listen to that. Now we need some delay and chorus and reverb and, okay, let's see how this is sounding. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Let's put some reverb on it, and I'm not going to use the shimmer. Okay, just getting a little bit of B flat in my brain. Right, okay. I don't even have a strap on this thing. That's what she said. Yeah, that tone is okay. Okay, that's Archetype Gojira. It's a VST plugin if you're interested. And I'm just like, I think I don't even think I've tweaked it. Oh, and let's do this. Let me see if I can. Well, maybe I can do this. All right. Let's go blade 1. I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna move the handle on this, or the treadle. It's called a treadle, Marshall. It's a treadle pedal. Let's learn it. And I'm gonna move my, oh shit, get ready folks. Oh shit. Stuff just, I can't remember what this Fatso pot thing does. I'm just messing around here, guys. I haven't used this for a while. Ooh, this is gonna get weird. All right. Oh man, this is gonna get like stupid weird. Let me make this smaller. Sorry. Let me make this small so we don't. Okay. And oh shit, you guys. I can't believe I'm gonna do this. I do have an original, what is this called? A, doggone it. Whammy pedal, like the one that Tom Morello made famous. I love that thing. Okay, let's make it a normal record. I'm gonna bring the, I think I'm going to turn the drums up just a hair, just so I got my timings better. I cannot remember what, oh, and let's turn this, I'm going to turn the limiter, no, I'll leave the limiter on the master bus. All right, here we go. Let me make myself a little bit bigger so you can, I'm going to put the, oh, come on. Let me mess up my whole broadcast here. Let me move that, and I'll make myself a little bit bigger so you can see what I'm doing, I guess. And oh shit, you guys, I am like wearing my heart on my sleeve now. Here we go. Guitar's not loud enough. Oh, where is it? There we go. Oh, that's why. Let me bring my lead guitar up just a little bit in the mix. Yes, I'm turning my guitar up. I don't want to hear any complainers. Here we go. I think, how big are my balls right now? Stop. Oh, Lord. That was brutal. Oh, my God. That was bad. You know, and of course, you know, no excuses. All I'm going to say is that was really fun. So, I'm starving. I'm really hungry. It did, man. The whole theremin thing. I've never messed with one. No, I have messed with one of those. I played with a band, or I rehearsed with a band called Smegma in Portland. Michael Lastra, one of the greatest engineers in music. Yeah. Anyway, in my humble opinion, he's just a great guy. But anyhow, I wanted to try and maybe help some of you get a little grasp of part of my creative process and the software that I use. And as you can see, it can be a lot of fun. I normally wouldn't sit and just wing something like that. I would have to, you know, I'd sit down and relearn it. And I think, as with a lot of guys, when I compose music and write new songs, I record it, but I never have an opportunity to play it live, so I don't get that rehearsal time and repeating playing the song multiple times. So I miss that a lot. So I do this instead, and it keeps me playing, and it challenges me. So... who wants an MP3 of the guitar solo? I'm going to get 0. I'm probably not going to send that to anybody. That was kind of funny. Humorous at best. All right, you guys. I want to say a big thank you to everybody for being here. A lot of the metalhead hippie community, in fact, everybody here I've met, I believe, through the Metalhead Hippie show. Jeff, such a great guy, and his support of yours and my music is really awesome. So I appreciate listening to everybody that is on that show. But I hear a lot of really great stuff, and I'm grateful to Jeff and in particular Mark Tanner for hipping me to the whole community. The beginning of this video has a lot to do with how to insert tracks and the kind of the basic stuff inside of Reaper, getting a guitar tone dialed in and using Easy Drummer, that sort of thing. So if you missed that, go ahead and watch the beginning of this. I'm going to go get something to eat. I want you all to have a very wonderful Saturday night and have fun with what you're doing. Peace, y'all.